Parched fields and withered crops are becoming a common sight in Ethiopia. The country is once again facing serious drought, and millions are struggling to feed themselves and their families. Mother of 8, Momina Hashu, has salvaged a few cobs of stunted corn. She worries how she's going to feed her children in the future. The family have already sold their cattle and, she says, are now facing their toughest time in recent years. More than 7 million Ethiopians are receiving support under a government food safety net programme. But Momina is not one of them, though she is hoping to get emergency food relief after the government launched a new appeal to donors for help. Oromia region is one of the most fertile parts of the country. Farmers mainly rely on rain-fed agriculture, but failed rains have meant failed crops. Yet it's a different story for some smallholder farmers in Arsi Negela district who are taking part in projects funded by Oxfam and implemented by a local partner, the Rift Valley Children and Women Development Association, RCWDA. They form cooperatives, receive technical and business training, got access to fertilizers and seeds so they can diversify their crops and earn higher prices for their goods. Villagers have been paid to clean and rehabilitate old irrigation channels that had fallen into disuse and disrepair, and to build access roads so farmers can get their goods to market more quickly. Father of 12, Hossein Mohammed, harvests bumper crops of tomatoes from his land. He says things have dramatically changed since he joined the project 2 years ago.
Although this is a small plot of land, we have had big harvests. Thanks to the project, I have saved over 14,000 birr, about 700 pounds, and bought 4 oxen. I am paying for my children to go to school and feeding my family.
Farmers like Hossein have been encouraged to grow high-value crops like tomatoes, onions and potatoes, which can be harvested several times a year. The traditional staples of wheat, maize and the Ethiopian cereal teff can only be harvested once a year. Hussein Dalecha, Programme Manager for RCWDA, says the project is an important lifeline for the community.
Without the support of this program means their production will be less. If their production is less, their income will be less. If their income is less, the number of children they are going to send to school will be also very less, or most probably they drop their education, they minimize their meal, maybe even they continue depending on others. So these are some ways which they could be affected.
Life has also improved for many women who formed self-help groups and gained access to training and small loans. Some work at the shop set up by the Horticultural Union, which represents several local cooperative groups. Mother of 4, Sigeji Mariam, says she's gained new skills and self-confidence.
I used to depend on my husband for everything, but now I'm making money that I can earn myself. I hope other women in Ethiopia have a chance to do something like this, because it has changed my life a lot.
Oxfam-funded projects are clearly making a difference. They're giving communities greater resilience and a sense of pride. But millions in Ethiopia need help. Emergency food aid may be an immediate solution to tide people over in the short term, but with climate scientists predicting that drought will soon become the norm in Ethiopia, much more needs to be done to help communities better protect themselves against future shocks.